All right. Hello, creative friends. I am so excited you are here because if you've ever wanted to use alcohol inks on your gel plate but don't know where to start, I'm here to help you. I have discovered a simple process, and when I tried it, my mind was blown. As you can see, the textures are just so gorgeous. I could not stop pulling prints. I was totally hooked. Look at how many I did. And some are better than others, of course. I was doing some practice here. All right. And I could not wait to share this process with you. So you are forewarned. This technique is addicting. And just a FYI, I usually don't say forewarned. Google was telling me that pre-warned was not a word. So I'm trying to get better with my grammar. All right. So I know that two of the most popular supplies that I see people not using are their gel plates and alcohol ink. So we're going to use both today. And let me know if you are crafting along today. I would love to know. And if you make anything inspired by today or any other time, be sure to tag me on social media or you can email me directly. All right. If you are just joining, I'm going to go over supplies. I usually don't do this because sometimes I'm just winging it, but today I have a plan. We got a plan, people. Even though sometimes when I plan too much, it goes even worse than it doesn't. It should. All right. You need a gel plate, hand sanitizer, alcohol, lift ink, reinker. You need the reinker, not the pad. A brayer, alcohol inks, of course, whatever alcohol inks you want to use. Stencils. So I've just pulled out a bunch of stencils, and this works with ones that have a lot of space. So you're not going to want to use ones that have like a lot of detail in them. This technique, I mean, could be cool for that, but I think it's better if if it has lots of space like these ones. All right. So I don't know which ones we're going to use, but I just pulled out a bunch. And I don't know about you, but I could really use my stencils more often. So this is a great way to do that. All right, cardstock. This is just some cheap cardstock I got off Amazon. I believe it's 80 pound. Nothing special. I haven't tried printer paper or deli paper. So if you try that, let me know. Alcohol inks do stain. As you could see here, this was perfectly clear yesterday and it stains. So I think like reds, pinks, and yellows stain the most, but the gel plate is perfectly fine still. Let's see. Also a mini mister. So I have this little cup here. Mini mister with isopropyl alcohol. And I think that's it. All right, I'm going to jump right in. If you have any questions, be sure to tag me by using the @ and then just type my name. I believe it's Tiffany.Solorio on YouTube now. So that way it highlights it and then I could see it better. All right, put this kind of in the middle here. And let's see. All right, the way I've always seen alcohol inks done on a gel plate are you add the ink, right? And then you let them dry and then you paint over it with clear gesso or um, matte gel medium or something like that. And but I tried that actually. One Zoom session, crafty session with my friend Ingrid. And you know, the results are kind of cool, but it really wasn't what I was going for. So I kind of just honestly, I gave up and I thought that maybe it wasn't for me. But I was searching for other things to do on my gel plate because I'm absolutely loving it and everybody is loving it here as well. So I came across a video and I'll link the video down in the description box where she showed the process. And it's completely different from anything I've seen before. So Again, I'll link it. I forgot her name. I meant to write it down, but I forgot. And Laura, hello, Laura. Oh, I'm so glad you're crafting along. Woohoo. Jessica is asking, how does 80-pound cardstock compare to mixed media cardstock that's made for this type of craft? It's about half the weight, I would say. You know, this actually seems more, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, you can probably use printer paper. I'm actually going to grab some printer paper just so that we can see. I don't know where my deli paper is. Actually, I do. It's in my drawer. I forgot that I moved it. So if there's time, we'll test some things. All right, let me grab the printer paper. All right, set that separately. All right. I said I was going to jump right in, but now we're really jumping right in. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do, hear me out, a little kooky, hand sanitizer right on your gel plate. Okay? Exactly, Jessica. We'll find out. I'm going to brayer on a layer of hand sanitizer. And this is going to allow the inks to have more movement on the plate. And then after this, I'll show you the difference from when you add the hand sanitizer to when you don't. Hi, Liz, one of my channel members. Hello, thank you for joining. All right, let's go with a fun color combination. We got some citrus, eggplant, pistachio, laguna, and Dijon. Dijon is a culprit of staining my gel plate. All right, and we're just going to just kind of randomly splat, splat, splat. Okay, and see how it moves around? It's kind of like spreading out a little bit. Actually gonna move this over here so I could see it a little bit better. There we go. Just in case my audio goes out again. All right. Then we don't have to work too fast, but we want the alcohol ink to be wet when we add the stencil. So kind of got to work a little fast. I'm working a little slow here. Get it together. All right. Going with a little Dijon. No rhyme or reason, just kind of going for it. And then the eggplant really adds a lot of depth to this. If you have not used eggplant alcohol ink, you are definitely missing out. It's one of the best colors. All right, you can use a blower tool, but I will say that that dries the ink too fast. So we're just going to kind of, and I am working a little slow. So we're just going to kind of move this along a little bit. Okay. Nothing fancy. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right. We're going to use this stencil, and I'm actually going to put this back this way. Going to use this stencil. This one is from Finnabair. It's one of my favorites. So we're going to lay that right on top while the alcohol ink is wet. I know this is the tiniest little brayer that I have, but I don't want to mess up the one that I use for my oxide inks. So, all right, then we're going to lay this on top, and we're going to pick up the ink that's in the open spaces. All right, I'm going to happy finger dance and smooth it out a little bit. Okay, kind of cool. Could be something. Then we're going to lift this up. Okay. And then I'll show you how to get some of this ink off in just a second. We're going to set that aside, and we're going to let this dry just a little bit. And actually, I take that back. We're going to use the mini mister, and this is optional. I just like to spritz a little bit here and there just to get more movement and more texture. I don't know if you saw that, but it's actually kind of cool. All right, we're going to let that dry before we put the lift ink on top. All right. I'm going to use a little blower tool. Make sure this is dry because we don't want to, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's kind of cool for the texture part of it, but okay. So I'm going to add a little bit down here and then just a tad bit up top. We don't want to add too much, but we definitely want to get enough over top of the ink. And this is the Alcohol Lift Ink Reinker. Okay. And we're just going to brayer back and forth, not too many times, but just enough to where that alcohol lift ink is all over the background here. Okay. Then we are going to take another piece of paper. This is a clean piece of paper, and we're going to add it right here. Just like this. Dance, 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 finger dance. Smooth it out. Thank you, Stephanie. Welcome. Thanks for supporting. I really appreciate it. All right. All right. Let's see what we get. Oh my gosh. I can't explain what happens to my heart when the texture is just so amazing. Look at that. Isn't that just crazy insane? I love that. Totally different than this. This is my first when I use the paint on top. No hand sanitizer. Okay. And I also think that using cardstock is the key as well. So 3 things here: hand sanitizer, uh, alcohol lift reinker, and cardstock, I think, is the key. Oh my gosh, I cannot. My creative heart is just flowing right now, overflowing. All right, let's keep going. So how to clean your stencil, just a little bit. 2 ways is I actually have a bin, which I moved way far behind me. And did I do this? Anyways, that I actually put them in, and then I take some isopropyl alcohol and I douse it in there to clean it off, and then I'll rinse it off with some water. That's how I do it after my play session. I don't mind if some of this gets on my next one. It kind of just adds to it. So the way to do this is to add more reinker. We're going to be lifting the ink off of the stencil, actually. Okay. Kind of doing things backwards. Gonna get a nice layer of reinker. And then we're going to put this right down. Finger dance. That's a thing now, by the way. Once, oh my gosh, I always forget her name. My friend on Instagram. Oh my gosh. I'm really bad with names. Anyways, she said, I love the finger dance you do on your stamp. So that's a thing now. I'm owning it. My finger dance. All right. Let's brayer actually a little bit to get that all the way in. Okay. Let that sit just for a second to help that alcohol ink get off of the stencil. And you're not going to get, a fantastic pull or anything. And I'm actually going to use this one and just use it right over top. See what we get with the layers. All right. Ooh, that's kind of cool. What's inside this? I don't know the formula of it. Somebody's asking what is inside of it. It's alcohol lift ink. um, I don't know honestly, but it's completely different than isopropyl alcohol or blending solution. It's completely different formula. So, don't know. All right, we're going to clean this up using some hand sanitizer. And Kelly, I'm not sure what you're trying to say. I apologize. All right, let's do another color combination here. Got some shell pink. Oh, I forgot. Hand sanitizer. There we go. Brayer. This was way too much. Brayer some of it off. It has to be something that is going to react with the alcohol ink without moving it, if that makes sense. Because like if you were to try this with the same techniques you would with isopropyl alcohol, like lifting up the ink with a stamp, it's not going to work. It doesn't work. It just moves the ink. This just it lifts it up. It's kind of weird. I don't know if that's Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. I have no idea. I'm sorry, Kelly. All right, we're going to add the ink now. Got shell pink. I'm going to work a little bit faster this time. We have some boysenberry, wild plum, and cloudy blue. Somebody asked about other brands of alcohol ink. I haven't really. So you can use if you have reinkers for your alcohol markers. If you have alcohol markers, then you can use those. But I haven't really used a lot of different brands. Probably added too much boysenberry. Gonna go back in with this cloudy blue. Here we go. All right, let's use this circle stencil. I really like this one. All right. Yeah, if anybody else has used anything, I use Copic reinkers. Ooh, that's kind of cool. I use Altenew alcohol marker reinkers and Ranger. Those are my main brands that I use. All right. Then I've tried stamping. I can't figure out what ink to use because when I add the alcohol lift ink, it just smears it and it just becomes a mess. So I've tried permanent ink, I've tried archival, I've tried StazOn. None of it worked for me. So, all right, we're going to spritz, and then I'm also going to take this off and then just kind of splat a little bit here and there. Okay, let this dry a little bit. All right, how is everybody's whoever is crafting along, creating along, how are your prints coming out? I hope I'm not going too fast. Sometimes I feel like I'm going way too fast, and then when I go slower, I feel like I'm going too slow. All right. And Casey, I think in the other stream, I saw that it was, I think you said it was sunny over there, which is good, right? Yes, splats. Spatters, splats, splatters. All right. So again, we're going to add the alcohol lift ink, reinker, and then we're going to add that right over top. I think I added it too soon on some parts. That's okay. There we go. All right. I really want to see your prints. So if you have social media, tag me, please. Even if you message me privately, because if you share it publicly, I will share it. Because I love that you're inspired by me and then I'm inspired by you, and it just kind of goes full circle. I love that about creativity. All right. Let's see what we get. Oh my goodness. Very pinkish, not enough blue. I should have added some monsoon, but the texture and depth in that is just insane. Yes, hand sanitizer is like it's like it has isopropyl alcohol or alcohol, but it's 62%. So because it's a gel, it doesn't dry as fast. So let's try without the hand sanitizer. Okay. I'm going to show you what I mean. So if you've been watching, you will have noticed that, let me see, that it does kind of spread out. This, it probably has a little bit of hand sanitizer still left on here, but I'm going to add that there. And then add, this is my go-to color combination. Wild plum, boysenberry, and monsoon. All right, let's grab the brayer. I'm actually going to clean the brayer off because it does have some stuff on it, which would be cheating. All right. Then let's see. Let's see this technique without the hand sanitizer, because I think the hand sanitizer, because it has gel, it definitely adds like some depth to the background. All right, I'm going to add the stencil on top. Then that, we got that. Okay. Then we'll use the reinker. Let's see. I might become a liar after this. We'll see. Ooh, actually, well, see how it's kind of splotchy from the brayer marks. I think yes, okay. If you don't have hand sanitizer, you still can do it, but you can see that this one is a little more flowy. I don't know the right word right now. This one you could see where I brayered, right? So the hand sanitizer definitely does help with smoothing out and blending out that alcohol ink. So no hand sanitizer, hand sanitizer. In all fairness, I did add some isopropyl alcohol on this one, so that's why you got a little bit more splotches, but yeah, ooh, I'm not even in frame. No one's yelling at me because I'm not in frame. So yeah, cool experiment. Let's try some printer paper. Because cardstock, I mean, even the cheap stuff can be expensive because let's be honest, we do a lot of crafting, right? So again, I forgot the hand sanitizer. All right. Bloop. All right. That ink, I think, is going to add something really cool to this. We'll see. And I should have opened my window. All right. Back at it. Monsoon. See how that spreads out so much more than when you don't use it? All right. Let's add a little bit of pool because I love this color. Then, you know what? Let's stay with blues. We've got Laguna. It's like a greeny blue. All right. Then a little pistachio. All right. Oh, I forgot I had that pink on here. I think this is going to be cool. All right, and you just kind of spread it out a little bit. Let's see. I don't know. I like those two stencils the most. I like this one too. Let's see. Hopefully I don't get a lot of... All right, I might get some paint, but all right, that one. Then we'll lift with printer paper. Okay, seems promising. All right, we're gonna lift this up. Then I'm gonna do a little spritzy spritz. Little splatter. Maybe a little more splatters. Never too many, right? And then going to dry this. Then the lift ink. I don't know how many times I could do this. More, I feel like I'm, even though I did a lot of prints yesterday. Whoops, sorry. I banged the thing. I have some scrap Yupo paper and I'm actually going to try that next. So we're in the experimenting stage. So I showed you how I was doing it. Now we're going to experiment to see if there's other ways we can do this. All right. So we're adding the alcohol lift reinker. And then, oh, nope, printer paper. I need like an assistant handing me what I'm supposed to be using. All right, let's see. Dance, dance, dance. All right. Ooh, actually, that's actually really cool. I do notice like here, because the alcohol lift reinker is kind of oily, to be honest, you could see a little bit more of that oil on the paper. But I mean, let me grab one. I think it's comparable, I would say. So if all you have is printer paper, you want to save some money, buy more stamps, don't blame you. The only thing is, I mean, it's not hard to figure out what to do with them. It's just they're a little bit more flimsy, so you have to be a little more careful when you're creating cards. But these would be amazing for collage and art journaling, things like that, because the alcohol ink isn't going to react to anything else you put on top. And I think stamping over top would be really cool. All right, I need to move because I'm putting my foot to sleep. All right. Let's see here. You know what? I'm going to clean this and going to use my other favorite color combination. And I learned this from Anne Rue's art. I was in her membership. She is a master at creating florals with alcohol inks, like the master. And I was in it for months, and then I stopped because I didn't have time to do anything, and then I picked it back up, and I could not figure out how she does her florals, but she's still inspiring, and she's amazing. But anyways, one of her color combinations is what I'm going to use next. So these are Copic reinkers, and it's this here. So if you are wanting, you can save it. Peony, Argyle Purple, Tuscan Orange. All right. All right. Oh, see, there I go again. Hand sanitizer. You know, and I want to do a little print actually too. So I'm going to put some on here. I want to actually get a bigger circle print gel plate. That's on my wish list, my ever-growing wish list, right? All right, we're going to go. I want a lot of this orange. It's just beautiful. And then these darker colors kind of drown out the orange a little bit. So I want to make sure that we get enough orange. And then we're going to go in with some peony. I like these new bottles, but at the same time, I don't. All right. And I've tried, yesterday I tried to add some mixative, some gold mixative, and the gold mixative did not lift up because if you don't know, the alcohol lift ink will not work on these specialty, I call them the specialty alcohol inks. I need a little bit here. Okay. Get that moving a little bit. Yes, the pearls or the like the gold alloys or anything like that, it won't work on those. I forgot I was using that one. All right. Let's do something fun here. I'm going to do, it's upside down. That one, and I'm going to do two separate ones. I love this one here. Okay. Laura, how are your prints coming out? I know you said you were crafting along. Maybe not actually prints. You might be doing something else. Oh, this is going to be amazing. I whisper when I get really excited. Can you hear me whispering? Okay. Okay, we'll do this one and then we'll try Yupo paper. I forgot I was going to do that. The circle stencil is from, not this one, it was this one, Carabel Studio, one of my absolute favorite companies for gel printing items, supplies. All right. Oh no, I waited too long, I think. All right, let's see what comes up. This might be cool. Ooh, that's actually pretty cool, considering I waited too long. I think that these dry out faster too. So that's a good experiment as well. Different alcohol inks, how they kind of react or whatever. All right, now we're going to try, I'm just going to lay some color and see what we get. I don't know why I'm laying down this much color because, ooh, altered playing cards. Fun. I only have, and I forgot hand sanitizer. Darn it. Well, all right, we're experimenting. So I have, man, that red just is something else. All right, now we need, let's do this stencil. This one, I'm sorry, I haven't been saying where the stencils are from. This one's Visible Image. It's this cool square one. I'm gonna add it here. And I'm going to do a pull kind of in the center. There we go. There we go. Let this dry. I think I'm going too fast is part of the problem in this part. And then add my spritzy spritz. And I think I'm going to clean off my brayer too. I think it's got too much lift ink and hand sanitizer buildup. All right. Now we're going to add the lift ink. Just going to brayer down and then brayer back up to make sure to get a good layer. All right. This is craft plastic. It's not Yupo, but same kind of concept here. Let's see here what we get. I have not tried this yet, so we'll see. This might be actually pretty cool. Okay, see it. I mean, it looks really cool, but you could see that these spots where it was kind of lifting up, it just kind of made it blotchy. But this is actually really, really cool. I think those areas here are where hand sanitizer was a little bit too much or something. I don't know. Let's do another one. All right. Because there's still a lot of lift ink on here. All right. Oh, you know what? So I actually have this bin right here. Right here. Okay. I have this right next to me, and I want to try alcohol ink cardstock. Let's try that. Whoops. So this is alcohol ink cardstock. I would say it's pretty similar to photo paper. All right, let's see what we get. It's like glossy on one side. It's actually really cool. I use it for my alcohol lift ink techniques. When I lift up the alcohol ink onto the stamp, I stamp it on alcohol ink cardstock. It works the best. Ooh, that's stuck. Oh, you guys are going to freak out. This is amazing. Look how cool that is. Okay, now I want to do a full print here. Now I'm excited. I'm excited. See, I whisper. Oh, I forgot the hand sanitizer. All right. Clean off. Hand sanitizer. I need to clean my brayer as well. I could seriously do this all day. Oh, so fun. I really had to stop myself yesterday. I was having way too much fun. And I just wanted to put this out there. I meant to say it at the beginning, but if you need ideas on how to turn your backgrounds into cards, I actually have a couple classes. The website is in the description box. One is an alcohol ink class, but I also have 3 ways to turn the background into cards, and then one is kind of old. It's a couple years old. Some classes that I had attached to something else that I was doing. But just a heads up. Are you able to use any of the color that gets? Yes, you can. Sort of. Not, I mean, I haven't tried putting isopropyl alcohol down or anything like that. And why you don't, I meant to say this in the beginning too. You don't use isopropyl alcohol for this because it dries too fast. The gel, it kind of stays wet a little longer. So you have a little bit more playtime. All right. What other colors was I using? That was pretty. Yeah, I showed that in the beginning. Let's see. Wanda, is that the same Wanda that she bought my first alcohol ink art? Physical art. I sell print on demand things, but she was the one that bought my first physical canvas. All right. Stencil. Which one did we use? Yes. This one here. We're going to go just like this. Oh, it arrived. Yay. I'm so glad. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I'm going to pull that. I'm going to pick up this. Trying to think. Splat, splat. Spritz a little bit. And dry. Okay, and again, we're now going to use alcohol ink cardstock. Sorry for my squeaky chair. Part of the sound effects. All right. And we're going to add the alcohol lift ink. Let's see if I can get some of this off. Add up. All right. Let's see if we get as cool or cooler effect. All right. This is alcohol ink cardstock. It's like glossy on one side, cardstock on the other side. Pretty similar to photo paper, I would say. I haven't really used photo paper for my alcohol inks. Yeah, all right. Where is that one that we used, that we did? Although I don't like the glossiness of it. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. Oh my goodness. I lost a stencil pretty much, but it's amazing. Look at that. Wow. Okay. I'm going to have to take a loan out to get some alcoholic cardstock because I actually really love that. And I'm just kidding about the loan. I would never do that. All right. Just going to clean my plate here. They will make beautiful cards. I cannot wait. And I'm going to show you what I just got. So I've been really good about not buying anything, but most of you know probably that I do the card summit. Got my payment for that. And then, so I bought some new stamps from Erin Lee Creative. I think I might do some cards with these later on, not today, because I've already been on an hour. So yeah, aren't these gorgeous? Erin Lee Creative. I think they're sold out, but I love it. Anywho, all right. Anything else? Oh my God, I can't get over these. I think I want to do a couple more actually. All right, you guys still with me? Because if so, I'm going to do some more. All right, let's see. I'm going to clean let's start fresh. I'm going to clean. Clean this. I'm going to clean my brayer. Wanda, I have seen your cards and your projects. You're so creative as well. So I cannot wait to see what you do. Hi, Terry. You're late to the party, girl. All right. So we'll go, somebody asked why I use a lift ink. Okay, so we're going to do it again. So we're going to put the hand sanitizer. This is going to help the alcohol move around. Okay. Brayer on a layer. Okay, you're excused, Terry. Work's important. All right. Let's do that first color combination I did because I really like that one. All right, so we have some citrus, then some Dijon, pistachio. Man, I used a lot of ink today. All right. Hand sanitizer, from what I know, does not do damage because they actually recommend cleaning your plate with hand sanitizer. That's what I've been told. So, all right, then we're going to kind of brayer some of this out. I'm not an expert with gel plates, so that's just what I was told from somebody that I would consider very knowledgeable. All right. Yes, Terry, I brayered the hand sanitizer first. Okay, that's going to help spread the ink around and help it stay wet. So it's going to help it not dry as fast. All right. I lost my train of thought. Oh, yes, stencil. Let's try this one. I didn't really care for the print that I did yesterday with this one, but I'm going to give it another try. Okay. So then you want to pull that ink up from the open areas. I think it's because it's too delicate. And if you're just joining, you can use regular cardstock or printer paper, we realized, and now we're working on alcohol, what was it called? Alcohol ink cardstock. And I lost it. Oh no, there it is. Okay. When I get excited, I get scatterbrained more than I already am. So I'm going to splatter some isopropyl alcohol and spritz it a little bit just to give it a little more movement and texture. You could probably splatter on some of that alcohol ink too. I'm going to use my little hand tool to dry this. Just like that. Okay. There we go. All right. Alcohol lift ink. I'm going to clean my brayer off. Okay. I'm going to go. You don't want to brayer over top too many times. You'll lose. I think that's why I keep losing my my like stencil images, because I do it too many times. From what I was doing, I actually cleaned them off with some isopropyl alcohol, and they cleaned off perfectly fine. I don't think that they stained, but I mean, that's not to say that none of them will, because different companies might use different material, slightly different material. All right, we're going to do 2.5 prints here. All right, where's my phone? Oh, I'm using my phone. Darn it. Actually, I'm going to actually do this because I want to get this so I can put it on Instagram. All right. Holy smokes. That's just insane. All right, let's keep going. That one got a little smudged. Still looks really, really cool. Oh my goodness. All right. All right. I think 2 is enough. We'll do this one. Okay. This is my favorite part. Why is that always the case? Actually, I take that back. This one is. Oh my gosh. If you love this, share it, because this, I think, is going to get people's creative juices going so much. I know it has me, which if I'm being honest, it's been lost for quite some time because I feel like sometimes I'm just in the mundane routine of doing the same techniques I've known, and it just kind of comes second nature, if that makes sense. And I mean, although it's fun, but it's not exciting sometimes, you know? I need some excitement, and this definitely has me excited. All right. Oh my gosh. The stenciling, I can't even see it, but it doesn't even matter, honestly, in my opinion, because these are just insanely gorgeous. Sorry. Dropping things over here. All right. Oh, yes, Jessica, same. My creative heart. Oh, screaming. Holy moly. This one, amazing. All right. No, but seriously, you guys can, there's classes, there's my print on demand shop. I'm selling some canvases. I'm gonna need some funds to get some more alcohol ink cardstock. I'm just kidding, sort of. All right. Then we have this one. This one's on cardstock. Terry, you missed this one. Okay. This one, this one. Oh my gosh, I cannot with these. I could do this all day. I also tried something with my scraper, which kind of ended up kind of cool. I'm not going to do it today, but so I had some leftover alcohol ink on this tool here. So I just kind of scraped it on and then tried to get something. It's kind of cool. Didn't get as much color as I would like, but some of the areas are really cool. But yeah, so many different options. Then we have the Yupo paper. See, this is still wet here. I think that's the problem with using synthetic paper is that it's still wet. See? It is definitely great to build upon. And you know what would be pretty on here? I was thinking, I immediately thought of you, Terry, your, is it Lavinia stamps? Like the fairy or something? I think that would be pretty on something like this. The gel plate was not already stained. I did stain my gel plate with the alcohol inks. So be warned that you will stain it, depending on what colors you use. I think Dijon is the one that stained mine. All right, I need some coffee. Any questions? Because I could be here all day, but I have to grab my daughter. I actually have to do dishes and then grab my daughter from school. Darn life, huh? Getting in the way. You're stained yellow and no Dijon. I think yellows in general I think stain, same with pinks and things like that. I don't mind it. Um, it still works for me. You are so welcome, Terry. I am glad that I have this platform and I feel so grateful that I'm able to share um, all of these things with you. Even though never claimed to be an expert, I'm just sharing what I come up with and what I find, and hopefully inspire you guys. And then I know so many times you all inspire me as well. So it goes full circle for sure. All right. Oh man, I meant to try some of my tools. So I have these little bins with all these different tools. I think these are like makeup, or I don't know. I don't wear makeup. So I think people use those to put like lotion or something on their face. I don't know. Then I have like these rubber tools that I wanted to try and add some, well, not that one, try to add some different textures and things. But I mean, honestly, the options are endless. And I'm glad that I gave it a try yesterday, because this is probably my favorite way to use my gel plate. I'm so glad you all are enjoying, and be sure to tag me if you create anything at all, even if it's something completely different, just inspired by the color combination, or, you know, you said, I want to make something. I don't know. I love to see it. But yes, love, love, love. Oh, this one is the one that I did some stamping on. You can kind of see it. But most of it got kind of lost. It just kind of went away. So, but yeah. Anyways, I want to thank you all so much for stopping by. Share this with anybody that you think would like it. I don't wear makeup. In my videos, when I do like a face, when I put my face on, I will put a little mascara. But yeah, I don't wear makeup. It takes too much time, too much effort. I'd rather be crafting. That should be a shirt. I don't wear makeup. I don't put makeup on. I'd rather be crafting or something. I don't know. Anyways, now I'm too excited about this technique. Can you guys tell? I'm just rambling now. All right. Again, thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed today, because I enjoyed it so much. My creative heart is just overflowing. And I appreciate you all so much. And if you want to learn even more techniques using your gel plate, be sure to check out this short playlist. It will pop up somewhere over here. And again, I'll catch you guys later.